Thousands of Angelenos volunteer every year, and this data is critical because it helps us get the resources we need from the federal government. So getting this count right every year is very, very important. And my office will also be hosting the Studio City count on January 23rd at 8 p.m. at the First Christian Church of North Hollywood, and we would love to see you there. I think we really, really need people to turn out, and this time is the most important time for recruitments, so I want to just encourage all of my colleagues on this body to get out there and recruit more volunteers. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. De Leon.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I just want to underscore the following. When we get the data, the question is, what do you do with the data? If you're not building, if you're not acquiring, you simply are not doing. So counting and counting and counting and counting more, whether numbers increase somewhat or decrease somewhat, they're always a snapshot in time on an annual basis. And I just want to just reemphasize doubly why it's critical that the action that we do after the count with LASA, with PATH and all of the other service providers, with the mayor and elected officials. It's a great photo op when we go out there, but at the end of the day, it's what we do with the actual work. Other than that, como dice mi abuela, es puro wiri wiri wara wara. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilwoman Padilla.
They produced a report at the end of this event, and last year it showed that homelessness had dropped in the 6th district, which if you live in the 6th district, you see that is inaccurate. My observation and my critique is that it probably showed low numbers because there wasn't a council member in the 6th district to recruit folks for the volunteer event, which is why my team is taking this very seriously, making sure that we have plenty of volunteers in order to do the count accurately. It's not just about one person going out to one block. It's a very sophisticated program, and if we can have multiple volunteers, one person can drive and one person can track. But it's very important, and I highly encourage everyone to attend and that we all take this serious, because if there's one thing we've observed is that this homeless crisis is it's pricey. So to go after those dollars, let's make sure we have the accurate data.
What's the word? And the word this week is?
Transparency.
Transparency. And I feel like that maybe is applying to what you're saying here, right?
Yes.
Is that you're looking for greater transparency on...
I'm looking for things that are clearer than mud. I don't want people, numbers should be it's linear. It should be very clear. We pay X amount of dollars, we get X amount of results. Yeah. And that has not been portrayed. I hear figures like we're getting 91% of 215 of 500% of this. It's not very clear. It feels like 3-card Monty when these reports come in, and that's infuriating to me. So just as any taxpayer, just as any resident would expect, just layman's terms, just give it to me. What are we getting for this? And when it's never really fully clear, it causes me great consternation to say yes to more resources for something that is not very clear to me.